So I'm here at Amara Cycles. They're a bike chaser dealer, and I was actually here this morning sniffing about as I normally do, and something caught my eye. In fact, it pretty much ripped my face off, and I said to Jay, the store owner, who I'm about to introduce you to now, I said, mate, do you mind if I bring the camera back and we get a little bit of footage of this new Cervélo? He said no problem. So we're going to go in now and have a chat with Jay about this brand new Cervélo. It's very interesting, but if you've just landed on this channel, this is where I do inspirational and entertaining cycling videos with some deep dive product reviews. So if that sounds up your alley, consider subscribing below. Let's go have a chat with Jay. There he is. How are you, mate?
Good, Cam. How are you going, mate?
You going to show us this weapon over here?
Yes.
Oh, what is this thing?
This is something that looks like it's from outer space. This is Cervélo's brand new 2019 S5. Launched today globally at 1:30 our time.
Wow.
And this bike is absolutely incredible. So there is a lot of new aero bikes on the market. They've all been released this year. So this is Cervélo. Cervélo's kept theirs to last.
When was the last time Cervélo did an upgrade of their aero bike?
5 years ago.
5 years ago. What is going on there?
So that's the first thing that you'll notice with this new S5 is this handlebar, this one-piece wishbone handlebar arrangement. Has that
ever been done before?
Never been done before.
Wow.
And the actual the aero drag efficiency on this is amazing. So very, very clever. Obviously also in having a wishbone arrangement as opposed to a stem that comes out here is the amount of flex and the amount of stiffness that you're actually going to get out of just having a stem as opposed to the displacement, the stiffness displacement is going to be far greater in having a wishbone arrangement.
Wow. So why have they never done this before, you reckon?
I don't know.
Right.
It definitely makes sense.
What about, it looks like a technical system. Like, I know a lot of these brands have been criticised for their integrated handlebars. What's this one like? What's it early to tell?
Look, it went together really, really well. And as you're aware, all these new aero bikes that are coming out onto the marketplace, they're all very technical. So they need to be put together very, very properly and very carefully. But this actually went together really, really well. So all the cables are completely hidden. They all run down through the stem and then down inside the actual frame.
Some stuff under here. What's going on there?
Yeah. So this is the actual just the bolt where it actually attaches. So these are the two nuts that come up on top. The two bolts under here. It also comes with a K-edge Garmin mount as well. It comes with it. So the front end, if we talk
what's this thing here?
This is just where it all basically pulls together. So it's a 2-anchor bolt system that pulls it together. So we're talking in terms of stiffness in the front end, 13% stiffer than previous S5. The bottom bracket, they've also managed to increase 25% extra stiffness in the bracket.
It's a much better rear as well, isn't it?
Yeah, they've actually fully trimmed this up. They've shortened the actual stays. They've dropped the bracket as well for extra, to make the bike handle a little bit better and be a bit more stable at high speed and through the corners.
It's a big bracket, isn't it?
Yeah, and they've really beefed this section up here. They've shaved this section at the back here a little bit from previous S5.
They dropped the seat stay there as well for aero gains?
Correct, yeah. So the bracket is a little bit stiffer, so yeah, you will find that the actual chain stays are dropped a little bit more. And as I said, that's to give that real high speed flow effect, through the corners and at high speed to handle a little bit better.
And do you know, is this the stock model? What does it come with componentry wise?
So this is the S5, and so you can buy these as a frame set.
Yeah.
So this is the SRAM ETAP model. So it runs ETAP with DT Swiss wheels. These wheels are these are the new HRC 1450s, and the spec of these wheels is a Cervélo spec only. But there's also a Durace Di2 model as well, which we've got coming, and that's spec'd with Envy wheels.
Okay.
So you can buy it as a frame set. Colour-wise, we've got a carbon colour with red, carbon with blue, and there's also like a yellow, carbon with the yellow as well, like a fluoro yellow. But I think it's pretty safe to say that this bike is something else to look at. It certainly looks like it's designed in a space lab.
Yeah,
and
that's unbelievable. How much does it weigh, do you know?
Weight-wise, it's actually, what is it? I think it's 63 grams as a whole kit, lighter than previous S5. Don't quote me on that.
Have you got a weigh here?
But we can... So weight-wise, for this guy, we've got...
I reckon we're 7.53.
753. That's pretty good.
And what size is that?
This one is a 54.
So what's the price of this one?
So the price in this one one comes in at 14,000.
Yep.
The Durace Di2 comes in at 14,500.
Yep.
And there's two other cheaper models as well. Same frame, just different spec.
Okay. And just disc as well, yeah?
Just disc brake only.
Yeah, okay.
So,
cool. All right, thanks, mate.
no, thank you.
All right, so that thing was an absolute weapon. Now, if there's anyone out there from Cervélo that's willing to give me access to that bike for a few weeks, I'd love to be able to do a review on this channel, unpaid reviews on this channel. And if you want to see my most recent work, I'll link to my Venge review below this video. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next video.